small case regarding how to extend the landing zone in EVAR by the chimney technique. Approximately 20 to 30% of all patients were considered ineligible for standard endovascular aneurysms repair due to aortic neck morphology. Most of the patients have an aortic neck situated in the vicinity of aortic side branches requiring extensive open surgery. Although fenestrated and branch stent grafts have made endovascular branch preservation possible, they are time-consuming and expensive. The chimney technique offers a readily available endovascular alternative for the treatment of patients with acute aneurysms and challenging anatomy. So this technique, in which there is an adjunctive parallel branch vessel stenting, is done during intentional endograft coverage of the vessel origin to maintain branch perfusion. So there is a main body graft and side branches to the renal arteries or SMAs. So there is one of a case who was a 73-year-old male, arterial hypertension, reformed smoker, yet incidentally related AAA on ultrasound for non-specific pain abdomen. CT angiography revealed a juxtarenal AAA with 6.2 centimeter maximum transverse diameter, starting just below the level of renal arteries up to aortic bifurcation, with left common iliac artery occlusion, and patient was not symptomatic for lower limb ischemia. So we thought that we can just go ahead with an IOHO uniaxial device and exclude the left common iliac artery since the patient does not have any symptoms from the side. So the steps were, first of all, there's a right femoral cut down, there was bilateral brachial access. On left side, we placed a 7 French 65 centimeter sheath, on right side 90 centimeter sheath. Advanters were used on left side 638, left side 738. An endurant device, a iliac device was used 2814 and 102 and limb extension by 124. So this is the angiogram. So you can see this. So you can see it's very close to the origin of renal arteries, and there was a good collateralized flow to the left iliac artery. So we cannulated the right renal artery from the left side, gone and checked that we are exactly in the renal arteries, and parked a wire. Similarly, on the left side, we used Amplan's wire to park it, and then we placed advanters in bilateral renal arteries, followed by deployment of main body from right femoral root. After checking the levels of renal arteries and slow deployment was being done, the level of chimneys are kept at least 2 or 3 millimeters slightly above the level of main body so that they are adequately perfused. You can see the slow deployment in process. So after the deployment of the top cap, then we deployed bilateral chimneys. Followed by balloon dilatation of both the chimneys and the main body simultaneously. Followed by deployment of the extension limb on the right side. It was a 120 millimeter extension. You can see there is a lot of calcification of the aortic wall. So this is the final picture that we obtained. There was a good flow to both the renal arteries by the chimneys, with the aneurysm nicely excluded and flow down to the right iliac artery. In the literature research, there was a review article published in Journal of Vascular Surgery regarding the use of chimney graft technique for preserving visceral vessels. So it included 15 studies, total 93 patients were included. There were a total of 134 chimney grafts, 182 renals, 22 SABs, 5 to celiacs, 1 to IMA. The primary success rate was 100%, follow-up period was 9 months. There was Type 1 endoleak reported in 14% of patients, 3 patients during the surgery and 10 during follow-up. So the patency after this duration was 97.8% and 30-day mortality was 4.3%. Mind you, the patient profile was a high group category. There is another systematic review published in Annals of Vascular Surgery regarding the use of Gemini technique, in which 75 patients and total of 96 Gemini grafts were used. Follow-up period was up to 54 months. Technical success was 98.9. There were 3 Gemini graft occlusions in this period, and 30-day mortality was 4 to 5%. So I'd just like to conclude with that the role of Gemini technique in the management of complex abdominal aortic aneurysms is still unclear. The technique has relatively good results considering the anatomical limits of the aortic neck. The long-term endograft durability and proximal fixation still remains a significant concern. Thank you so much.